Good morning. Okay, it says we're live. This is good
Does say we're
news. This is good
live.
news. Yeah.
Hi,
Okay,
everybody.
I'm just going to quickly flip around social media and make sure that everybody can see us, that we are live, we're on where we should be. So you should be able to catch us this morning on YouTube. Oh yeah. So YouTube, we are live. I know because I've just had that filtering through my ear roll, which is great. There's nothing like hearing yourself, okay, in duplicate. And for me, actually, that's quite scary. I'm like, she's talking. Where is it coming from? Um, oh, we're live on Carol's page. We are live on my page. We're live everywhere. Good, good.
Fantastic.
And if you are here, if you are watching us live, put the hello in the chat. Wave to us. Let us know that you're there, that you can see us. Okay, you can hear us as well. It's really important. Okay, we can hear each other. Sometimes that's all we need. So good. Fabulous. All right. So let's get started. So, hello and welcome to everybody, and thank you for coming back for another When Magic Meets Creativity. And these sessions were actually we started them a few weeks ago when Carol was nicely sunning herself, and I thought,
Was
oh, actually, when I run my second lot of calls, actually, I'm going to go and book Carol in. Actually, she'll find out when she comes back, which was the end of last week. So thank you for the really short notice, okay, and jumping on this
it's
morning.
fine. That's fine.
I really appreciate it. Um, and we're talking to Carol because Carol is, I mean, I've been working with Carol since 2020, and she's one of these ladies actually that she's I tend to work with people who, they've taken what they've got, they don't really have anything handed to them as such, okay? These women have pushed through everything. They've made changes, they've kind of taken different directions, okay? And resilience is really such a great word, I think, that we could use, okay? Um, Nothing is easy in business, okay? And all of the amazing women I work with, including Carol, okay, their stories, okay, help you to realize that, okay, nothing comes easy, okay? And if you want it, you really have to go push for it, even if you don't know what you're doing to start with. So, we will keep it informative. We will keep it interactive. So if you're there, ask a question. We can see your question. Pop a question in the chat. I'll pull it through, okay, and then I can ask Carol your question as well if you have a question for her. So I'm just now thrilled to introduce Carol.
Dana.
Good
Hello,
morning.
everybody. Sorry, I'm
Good
looking a bit sort of
morning.
pastel-y today. Very pinky, but anyway, never
Why are
mind.
you sorry about that? Why are you
Well, it's
sorry?
not really me, is it, normally? But there you go.
I'm surprised there isn't more pink or more bright green going on, So there
Yeah,
you go.
well, there you
There you
go.
go.
Very
So,
pastel.
um, should we kick this off? Do you want to share a bit about your journey? What first inspired, this creative path? Because it didn't, I mean, I was talking to Caro just yesterday, okay, and her creative path journey only started a couple of short years ago, but yours has been a
Okay.
little bit longer than that. So,
Well, to be honest, I think I was born creative
oh,
because right from an early age, I always wanted to, instead of people going out on bikes with everybody else, I wanted to do touch tapestry or whatever, if anybody remembers that. I always wanted to make things. I was really into this is going to take me back a few years. The early Blue Peter stuff where you used to make Christmas things out of coat hangers and other little figures out of yogurt pots and string, all that sort of stuff. I was always creative, but I didn't go into a creative job. Well,
oh,
when I say that,
surprising.
it is sort of creative, I suppose, computer programming, but I wasn't particularly good at art or anything like that, so it was always just a hobby. So I went into computer programming, spent a career doing that, and part of that was also teaching, which I really enjoyed. But I always did craft stuff in the background: knitting, crochet. Knitting I was taught by my mum, crochet I taught myself, and I always came back to it, actually, if I had any time away from it during difficult periods. For instance, when I went to uni, if for a while it was a bit sort of lonely, but I had knitting, I was fine. So it's the wellness thing as well of it, is being a creative. So that's where it all came from, really. In business wise, I managed to stumble into the world of tech editing, which is basically checking knitting and crochet patterns that are written by designers and publishers and all that sort of stuff. And that's what I did for a long time before I then took up teaching again, which I'm sure we'll talk more about shortly.
I'm sure. So, and it's actually fair to say, actually, that the reason that I've now had all these ladies on talking about their tech editing journey, okay, is your fault.
Yes.
Because without you, they wouldn't be having. Yeah, they wouldn't have their own tech editing businesses. Or I mean, they may have done, okay, but not in the sense now that it is, like it is now. So because you were their guide, their mentor, their teacher, and you gave them all of that. So it's So if you were wondering where all of these tech editors came from over the last sessions I've done, okay, even up to yesterday, okay, this is your lady, okay, she has taught all of them, okay, so there you go. So
I have.
what's the challenge that you faced early on, in terms of, that shaped how you run your business today?
Not particularly challenge early on. I mean, with the actual tech editing, it was actually managing your time, because it can be very up and down. You can be inundated with work one month and then nothing the next. So having to manage that was tricky for me, because I'm not the best organized in the world. But I learned what I needed to do and to manage expectations, basically, of my clients. But moving on, when you and I met and discussed this idea of me actually teaching others how to tech edit, which was absolutely scary because there's such a lot involved. But you being you said, yeah, come on, let's do it. The challenge was learning how to put together a proper online course. I didn't want it to just be, I'll just sign up here and see this, watch this. I wanted it to be a proper online course. So you and I both learned how to do a proper online course, together with all the marketing of it, all the sales pages, what you have to do to actually sell it, which may not be what you see. You don't build it first, you sell it first, then you build it.
Absolutely.
Yes, which can be quite scary, because you think, oh my God, I've got to build this now. People have actually bought it. So, but that's the way to do it, folks. That is the way to do it. So that was a big challenge.
This lady knows what she's talking about. She's sold a few now. So yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the big challenges, was learning all of that, all the stuff that goes around it. It's not just building the course, it's everything that goes around it to sell it.
Cool. We've had a lovely message come in. I was just actually working with Nancy a few moments before we got started, and I said, I have to jump off because I'm doing a live now, another one. And she said, I didn't realise it was with Carol. Well, there you go, you see. So, yes, we're here. If you've got questions, come and ask them, okay? Don't ask too many other questions, okay? There are some things we can and can't share, okay? So, there you go.
Ooh, intriguing.
I know. So when things felt really tough, what kept you going forward?
Okay, I would say the main thing is a community. I have a community of other creatives. We've got Cool Wall community, but it's not just that. It's you and your community. Everybody is so supportive of each other. You can't do it alone. You need support. So when things got tough, even the community that we're in before, the very first one we were in, where we met, I can remember being so overwhelmed by social media and posting, and I'm like, oh God. So I just jumped on and said, does anybody else feel like this? Oh, it's really hard. Support. So a community background, I think, is essential for you as a small business creative. Really, really helps.
Yeah. And I think that it's a really valid point, and we don't know what we don't know. It's and it's something that's always said, and it's so key because we're all learning as we go along, and we don't know what we need, but we do know that in those very early days, okay, it's really helpful to. I mean, let's face it, hubby doesn't really understand what you're doing either.
Mhm.
When I get excited and I tell my children things, okay, they just gloss over and ask if they can have the television remote. Let's face it, no, they love us, but they're not really interested. They go, oh, that's great. I'm glad you've had a great day, but they've not understood
Yeah.
really
Yep.
where we are.
Absolutely. Yep.
And I think it's really
The
key. Yeah.
challenges we face. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
I'm sure that, yeah, they won't ever understand when your DNS has a problem, okay? I'm sure a few
exactly.
more people now out from Amazon understand that. So, yeah. Um, yeah. Nancy just sent back hello, actually, because you sent a nice hello to her. So I'm just sharing that back with you.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, and what beliefs or blocks have you had to push past to get where you are now? And don't be shy about this, because, you know, there I think there's a couple actually that, you know, you're going to resonate with a few people that are going to be watching this.
Okay, well, it's the age-old one that's always mentioned, is often mentioned, especially by women, is the good old imposter syndrome. Am I good enough to do this? Why would anybody want to listen to me and what I've got to say? Okay, so pushing past that is important. But I now know, and I can say this, although I couldn't a few days, that can I say it? I am
You
good at what I
can.
do. Oh my God, that was
Yes.
hard. And it is hard though, because I've never been very good at, blowing my own trumpet. But the difference it has made to so many people's lives is just amazing. So I really should not have imposter syndrome now. I should be happy that I can do what I would like to do for people, and I'm passionate about what I do for people. But in the early days, it is hard to push past that. That
Yeah.
I think is the main block that I've had to get past.
You shouldn't
That
have
and
shouldn't
worrying
either.
about tech. But once we got together, that's it. Oh, Paula can worry about that. I won't worry about that.
No, I just have to think that how many women's lives do you need to positively impact, you know, before you can sit there and say, I am worthy, I am good at what I do, I know that I have this, okay?
It's taken quite a lot.
And you're still not 100% there. And I just think that, yeah. And this is a lesson for you guys. If you've ever been through any of Carol's courses, okay, yeah, everybody is there, okay? Look what Nancy just said.
Oh, bless you, Nancy.
I never would have thought you had imposter syndrome. You always seem so confident, yeah.
Okay,
And
do you know, I did used to be an actress in my spare time as well, so put it down to that.
Yeah, but do you know what it also goes down to? It goes down to the fact that what you're teaching, you know so well.
Yeah. And
so therefore,
it's important, and I'm passionate about it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you get into that even Zoom room, once you get into that kind of room with these people that you are teaching, okay, everything else just falls apart. You're just sharing everything that you know.
Yeah, and it just sort of all comes out.
It does, yeah. And I think that, you know, I remember when I first met you, I had no idea who you were, okay? And then I remember the very first few Zoom calls we were on, you're like, oh, I've got to go and do this thing on Yarn Lane television. And I'm like, this woman's on freaking television?
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, that was
Yeah, you had
for a
TV
while.
stints. Yeah. It just goes
But
to
you
show.
see, again, it's like, I don't know, you get into the zone, because doing that, you know, I had a camera in front of me there, I had a camera up there, I had a monitor over there, so I could see what I was doing, and there's people speaking in your ear, and there's people. But as soon as I got started on what I was demonstrating, and the fact that there were, I don't know how many people were out there, thousands and thousands, didn't matter. I was just demonstrating to the camera. Didn't matter who was behind it, because it's just my passion. So
Absolutely. And I think that's why it's really important for others watching this, you know, if they have something that's in here, don't leave it in there.
No, don't leave it there.
Don't
Get it out.
leave it there. Yeah. Get it out. Yeah.
show others.
Yeah, exactly. So what's one bold move you've made this year that's really paid off?
Well, I would say, I don't think it's paid off yet, but it will. I would say that you persuaded me that I should move my course platform from one to another. It's a big move. It's a big, big move because I've got quite a few intricately linked courses. So it's hard. But the new platform is so much nicer. And I don't have to pay a regular monthly payment anymore. Well, once I've finished with the old one, that is.
Yeah.
So it's going to be, I'm going to save money.
Yeah.
It has been hard work, but it will be worth it in the end. So I think that is quite a bold move to actually move everything you've got from one place to another.
Yeah.
And you've had to drag me kicking and screaming, haven't you, for some bits of it? But we're getting there now.
We are. We've moved 2 courses in the last 2 weeks. Okay, we're back on it now. Okay, so yeah, you see.
Now I've come back from my long holiday.
Yes, exactly. We did have to take a break. You know, I wondered. You know.
More about that later. Anyway.
More about that later. Exactly. So, how do you think that your creativity has helped you stand out in business?
I would say because of the passion I have for sharing knitting and crochet stuff. It's not all tech editing. You know, I've got a YouTube channel where all the little useful bits and bobs about knitting and crochet I'm putting up on there gradually. So my creativity and my love of teaching has just combined to work so well, I think. I love it. I love teaching other people. When you get that moment, oh my goodness, now I see what you mean. You know, it's just like, oh, fantastic. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We see that when we run the live workshops actually, and I always say, somebody mentioned it actually, I think last time or the time before that we did it, you know, when the tech editors are talking and they're sharing about what they've done and they're growing their businesses, or, you know, for me, it's kind of really, you know, both of us were kind of looking at them with like googly eyes, like look at what they've done.
Oh, it's so sweet.
So proud of them.
Yeah, one of the people on the workshop, do you remember? She said, "Oh, you're like proud parents," which is exactly right.
Yeah,
we love it.
And I
your ear's going a bit funny.
Yeah, no, I just swapped it over because that one was going dead. So, am I back now? Can you hear me? All right?
Yeah, you're here. Yeah.
Super. And I do think that it's all to do with kind of how you feel when you share and you instill that knowledge in somebody else, okay, and when you can see them taking it and using it and having those light bulb moments.
It's fantastic. It really is.
It really is.
That's why we do it. We do it for those moments. Fantastic.
So what's something you've learned about yourself as a businesswoman that surprised you?
Oh no, I find this question's quite tough actually.
Oh, wow.
What would you say about me? That's an interesting one.
So
throw it back to you.
No, not for me, but for you. I think that, and I think that you knew that already. You love structure, even though you're not very good at the planning and the organizing of things. But you really do thrive on it.
I'm the sort of person who makes lists to do things. And even if I've done something, I still have to put it on the list and cross it out so I know it's done. I guess I do like structure, but like say, I need help with organizing. So I would say the thing I've learned about myself is that I always thought I could work on my own. I can do my own thing, you know, even if I didn't have the confidence to put it out there. But I always thought, nah, all I need is me. I'll do this. But you can't do it on your own. I think that's the main thing I've learned. You can't do it on your own. No matter what business you're in, you're going to need support from other people. So I've already said that in another question, but I've sort of turned it around there because I didn't know that before. I thought, I'll be able to do what I need to do, be fine.
And Nancy, don't you laugh, okay? Because you see, I still managed to give it back to her, okay? So
yeah.
these are not for me. I'm not putting myself in the spotlight here, okay? So my job is just to provide that space for all of you, okay? So that's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm here to do. No, and it's sometimes it's nice to bounce off somebody, isn't it?
Oh,
You know.
absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It's
Even though you know nothing about knitting or crochet. Well, I think you know more than you let on. You know about hooks and needles, put it that way.
yeah, there you go. I know which one is for which. I know that you have 2 for one and 1 for the other, okay?
Fabulous.
You need some of that colourful stuff as well that rolls everywhere.
Yeah.
There you go. So if you're watching this, okay, and you've got a question for Carol, okay, I want you to go put it in the chat now, okay? And it can be anything, okay? Maybe something she won't answer, but anything that you've got a question for her, okay? I'm going to go and ask her some other questions, okay, and keep her tied up whilst you can pop your questions in the chat. If you don't have anything, I've still got a few for her afterwards. So, are you ready? People really want to know, tea or coffee?
Tea. Every day of the week.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Fine. Okay. Make sure you got some coffee for when I turn up. Okay. What's a song that always gets you pumped up?
Oh, now it's by James. Have you heard of James? You probably have. You're too young. It's a great song, and I don't like it because of I don't particularly enjoy it because of the lyrics. I enjoy it because it's a great song, but it's called Laid.
Right, as in Laid, Laid.
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
So make of that what you will, but it's a brilliant song, and there's a big drum bit, and I'm always doing this when it comes on. Fantastic song.
You know that now the most searched phrase for Google is Laid by James. Okay, actually don't Google that.
No.
All sorts of issues. Okay.
Let's move on.
I like that. What's one word that sums up your year so far?
Busy.
Oh.
Very busy.
Busy.
But great.
Yeah. But are you not working less this year? We are working less this year.
We are working less, are we?
Well, we're not running in nearly as many live calls as we were.
No, that's true. But I'm running all these extra bits that I love so much, like the learn-alongs. They keep me quite busy. By the way, we've got one coming up for brioche. If you haven't heard about it, find out about it on my page. Busy,
I think like a bit self-promotion.
I'm moving the course, of course, moving the platform. It's been quite busy. And next year, I'm planning on doing a couple more learn-alongs for different. So a learn-along is where you get access to videos and notes once a week, each week, and we do it across usually about 9 weeks. And you can join for free, or you can pay a little bit and get all the replays. So that's what I've been busy.
Okay. I'm going to ask you what you've got coming up next year as well. So, who would be your dream creative collaboration?
Right, not one person.
Oh.
All of my, well, not just people I've taught, but all of the people in the knitting and crochet world that I've come across are so lovely. Hi to everyone if you're at the Staffordshire Wool Show this weekend. We had a great time there. That are so lovely. I would like to, and me and you have been talking about this when I first mentioned it a little while ago, there's quite a few of them run by Americans called summits. You may have been on some, you may have heard of some. I've actually presented on some, etc. But basically, it's just a few days where lots of different people come together and give presentations, and everybody can watch all these different presentations and get loads and loads of help on whatever the subject is for the summit. So that's my sort of dream collaboration. I want to do a summit. Organize a summit with you, of course, because it's quite a big thing, but it'd be nice to have a UK-based one to start with. I mean, people join from all over the world, obviously, but the timing would be better for UK people. So,
yeah,
that's mine.
Absolutely. Yeah. Aw, I'm in your dream.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't be everybody's. There you go. What's your favourite way to celebrate a win?
Oh, a walk and a chat with hubby about it, probably on the way to the pub.
All right.
That would be it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
He's very appreciative.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand everything I do, but he's very, very supportive and appreciative, and will support me when I've got something to celebrate.
Yeah, and I think that's really important. I saw somebody posted in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. How can you be, I don't know, a mum and have lot of kids at home and have your own business, and how can you make it successful? And somebody put have a supportive husband, and I thought, you know what, it's really true.
It is.
It is.
If they're
You
not
need
with you,
somebody.
it's going to be so much harder, and you're
Yeah,
probably not gonna succeed because you haven't got one of the big reasons for doing it is for you and for the family, and if you haven't got that, then
yeah,
it's going to be very hard.
yeah. It is key to have. They may not understand everything, but they do understand I'm busy. So they like, okay, I've got dinner.
Yeah,
I've got the kids. I've got this. I've got that. You go do what you need to do. I
yes.
was on back-to-back Zoom calls this morning, okay, and tea kept appearing, okay. I'm not joking, okay. They just kept bringing me tea, so that way, then I wouldn't get dehydrated, okay. So yeah, and that's it. From making teas to cooking dinner, you need that support, okay, and that support. Some people may see it as small, but it's really those are the big things.
No,
Those are the big things.
very important.
Yeah. They don't need to build a website for you because you can go and do that yourself, okay? But they do need to be in your corner.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they just need to smile and nod at you when you're talking to them about the bad day that you've had with somebody, So yeah,
Yeah.
that always helps. It always
And he
helps.
even came to the wall show with me this weekend, bless him.
Oh, isn't he good? Isn't he? What did you bribe him with?
What did I bribe him with? Well, there was a
Yeah.
toy collector's show on next to it, so we had to go into that.
Okay.
After.
All right. Okay. So yeah. Compromise. Sorry, not bribe. Yeah. Compromise.
Yes.
Compromise. Good. Oh, so okay. Should we have a chat about what's coming up?
Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you see your business heading in the next year?
Well, I am getting on a bit, and I knew I'd come back to the holiday thing. We want to do more now while we can, both of us, of that sort of thing. So I'm not giving up work, absolutely no way, but heading more towards more evergreen courses, so more pre-recorded courses. I love doing the lives, and we get such great feedback on it, but I need to condense in some way or other what lives I do so that I can go on these lovely holidays as I'm getting older before it's too late.
Long holidays. Yeah. Long holidays. Very long holidays. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So lots more holidays next year.
Possibly, if we can afford it. Maybe
you do work for the holidays, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what big dream are you working on right now? Can you share?
Now then, I can share this. I have wanted to do this for a long time, but I put it on a back burner. But I think now's probably the time to start organizing it. I want to write a comprehensive book or manual, whatever you want to call it, for tech editors. I want to put all of that stuff I've put into the courses into a book so people can actually buy it and learn all what's involved in tech editing, with my experience as well. That's what I'm going to be working on next year.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Oh, and I'm so glad that you told everybody now, so that way then, I can also, talk about it, because, there was somebody said to me the other day, I know so many secrets about everybody, what's going on, and I had to keep all of them to myself until we put it out in the world.
You do that very well, though, because I'm often pushing, what's so-and-so doing? Can't tell you about that.
Not yet, not yet. So no, but there have been some great secrets coming out actually. So yeah, there have been some
Yeah,
great
so
secrets coming out over these
that's
sessions.
what
So
I'd
yeah,
like to do.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. I love it.
And I can sort of
Um,
see it as a manual. If you're already a tech editor, you're going to be able to dip in and out of it. If you're not, I also want you to be able to learn the whole thing from the book as far as possible without the
okay,
live stuff with me. So
okay. So the comprehensive tech editing book is due out. All she's got to do is write it. There you go.
Well, there'll probably be two, one for knitting, one for crochet, I would imagine.
There you go. Good, good. Oh, look at this. Look. And
Can't wait. Oh,
Audrey's just said she can't
Audrey.
wait. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
you folks.
There you go. So there's already a sale due. Okay, there you go. It's coming. So there you go. That's it. There you go. You pre-launch. You've sold it before you've done it.
Yes.
We're back to where we started.
Yeah, sell it, then make it. Yeah.
And then make it. Yeah, exactly. Is the best way. Okay. Know that there is a need for it. Okay.
Yes, exactly,
And then yeah.
exactly.
But that's now going to hit you. Okay. There's going to be a few messages through the membership and the community now. You wait. Okay. So yeah. Good.
Better get on with it then.
Exactly. But first we need to move all your courses first, okay?
Yeah,
And then we've got
yeah.
other things as well to do. But yeah. Just because actually, yeah, you've got a couple of things coming up now. So before I move on to the last couple of questions, okay, do you want to just let everybody know what you've got coming up immediately?
Okay, so the brioche, I've got a brioche knitting learn along, but it's the advanced learn along coming up starting next Wednesday. You can join for free. Have you got a link or something, Paula?
Of course, I'm going to go do that for you now while you're talking.
Thank you, my sweetie. That's lovely. It's a follow-on course. Some of you will have joined my first learn along for brioche, which ran over 9 weeks, which has covered all the basics and a few stitch patterns and all sorts of other things. This takes you to the next level, and if you have a look there, you'll see what we cover. So I'm already excited. I've opened the Facebook group today, and I've had lots of lovely comments already from people who are joining us. So feel free to go and have a look.
And you've got less than a week to go and get your free ticket. Okay, because the free ticket will expire next Tuesday.
Yes, because once the free ticket gives you access for 1 week's worth of stuff, and then you get that goes, and then you get the next week. So once we've started, then it's only the replays that are available because we haven't got the whole week, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Which anyway, for the whole course, okay, and you get access for over a year, okay, it's only £17.
It's only
a really small investment. So yeah, and you learn so much. So, and if you didn't do the brioche part 1 earlier on in the year, okay, you can buy the replays already in the course for part 1 before and do it now, so that way then you can do part 1 now, and then you can start part 2 on the Learn Along Live with Carol. So you still have that option. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. So let's just see. Okay. So I think let's ask you, I've got 2 more questions for you, and then we're going to wrap up. Okay, nice and easy, these 2. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You could give your past self 1 piece of advice, what would it be?
Leave proper work earlier and set up on my own earlier, like I did. But I did it late in life. I wished I'd done it earlier. But it might not work that way round. Who knows? But
yeah, you would have known me. So
no. So it wouldn't have worked. Wouldn't have worked at all. But yeah, I persisted with a full-time work that at the beginning was great. It was great for a good many years, but then it started to get really, you know how things change. But I stuck with it for a bit too long, really. Life's short. You got to get on and do what you really want to do.
Yeah. Okay, so just do it. You heard it from Carol herself, just do it. So yeah. Good. What's 1 message you want to leave with the other creative women that are watching this?
Well, I think you need to find your niche. You can't do everything. We can't cover everything that you think you might know about. Oh, I'll do that, and I'll do that, and I'll do that, and do that. Different subjects. You need to find your niche, the one that you're really, really passionate about, and go with that. Do what you love doing, because then whether it's teaching or whatever it is you're doing with that niche, you will be inspired to keep going because you love it so much. So find your niche.
Okay.
That is my message.
Find your niche. Yeah. It's a common thing actually that so many people say yes to everything when they get started in business.
Yeah.
And it can be so detrimental.
I mean, I say that, but I know tech editors amongst us, the ones I've taught and everything, all have a few things going on, like designing their own stuff, as well as tech editing, as well as a bit of teaching. But that's not what I mean. What I mean by niche is your subject. Make sure that the subject you're dealing with is the one that you're passionate about.
Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, your business needs a few legs. I mean, and this is a recurring theme that comes up. You know, you need to have, if you're going to teach courses, you know, like Carol, you need to do a mix of live and self-study, because you can't always, and you won't always want to be doing the lives, you know, and those self-studies then hold you at the time when lives are not running, okay, or you just can't do them, okay. So that is like two legs to one business, but it's the same thing. It's keeping within the niche. Yeah. But also then teaching is the same as well. Then you now don't do any live teaching of techniques at all, really. Even the learn-alongs, they're all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's keeping within that niche. You know, you've got a few set things that you do really well. Okay. But also these things didn't happen overnight. When we started working together, we concentrated purely just on the tech editing courses. And then once they
for a long time.
then you kind of put those other things in place and got those live.
I sprang the learn along on you. I remember just after one Christmas, I've been thinking over Christmas, I already had this brioche course set up, and I thought, do you know what? I could split it up and I could give people, and then I'd already put it out in social media. I was going to do this, and I go back. Oh, Paula, by the way, we're doing this year. It was just and it worked. So.
Yeah.
And if something doesn't work, try something different. You know.
No, exactly. Not everything that you're going to do is going to be accepted by the people when you first put it out.
Yeah.
You know, and just because you've done something once does not mean that you cannot do it again. Okay. Absolutely. And this I tend to find actually with creatives, that they do it and they put it out there and nothing happens with it, or something does happen with it and then they kind of put it to the back of the wardrobe and it stays there. Yeah. Bring it back out.
Bring it out again. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I've run the brioche part one now twice now, once last year, once this year. Both went really, really well. So
yeah. You will always expanding your audiences. You're always, going to have new people to talk to. So don't be afraid of kind of dragging it back out the cupboard and getting it going again. So oh,
brilliant,
fabulous. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing with people that don't sit on their ideas. Don't stay in the job for too long if it doesn't serve you. Okay, just overcome everything, find somebody, grab hold of them, okay, and run, because that's when you wake up on those mornings, okay, and you know that you're running your own business, okay, and you get to go and impact people in the most positive way, there's nothing that helps you get out of it.
There's nothing like that. It's fab.
Definitely. I never had that in any years when I was employed. I never once when I was employed jumped out of bed and go, I'm going to work today.
No, I don't think I did either.
So no.
And all the politics of proper work really got bad in the end for me, and I thought, I don't want to deal with this.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So it's really nice when you get to choose who you work with.
Yeah, I'm still surprised you're working with me from after all this time.
I was thinking the same thing. It's good. Two crazy people just sitting here having a chat. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's all you need. In order to be able to run a successful business, okay, you need to be crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I remember you saying before you were getting started, actually, the reason we actually met is because actually, we come from tech pixies, both of us. Okay, and I remember Joy telling me at the time. She said you are an integrator. She said, and the reason you get on so well with Carol is because she's a visionary. And I had to go buy this book and read it, and then I told Carol to go buy the book, and then she read it. And integrator is somebody that just they're the go. They're the you give them something and they just do it. Okay, so I am the integrator. And Carol is a visionary. So I don't know how many of you are out there listening, thinking, what is a visionary? A visionary is somebody that has like all of the ideas, And if you think about McDonald's or Ford or Disney, okay, they all had one of each. They all had an integrator and a visionary. And the only person you ever hear about, okay, is the visionary. Okay.
But the integrator is the person who gets it done.
Yeah. Well, the integrator takes your idea, okay, filters it through layers of, rock or whatever, okay, and then kind of makes it a nice babbling stream at the end, okay, and kind of gets it done. Okay. I use that. That's how I'm writing sales pages this morning for the apartment. I still got that on my mind. No, but it's somebody, yeah, when you work with somebody that takes your dream and makes it a reality, that's really something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So do it. There's no reason to stop. So thank you. And really, there's a key takeaway here that when magic meets creativity or visionaries, okay, true magic is born. Well, brilliance is born. It's, it really enables more things to come to life than you thought was possible.
And you've done it for so many people now. So, you should be proud.
I love what I do. So, yeah. I get to jump out of bed every morning and go, yeah, look, I've got to meet these people today.
Trouble is, you can't sleep because you've got all these things going through. Oh, now I need to do that, and if I do that like that, and I do that and that, can you? That's the problem at the moment for you.
I do stop sometimes, but yeah, I also have visionary moments and creative moments of my own. Okay, so yes, it's I am blessed and cursed all at the same time. Okay, so there's nothing worse actually than having a great idea and then knowing how to act on it and do it as well. The biggest problem I have is that I still haven't found that time machine yet. So if anybody does know Hermione from Harry Potter, okay, I need that time turner that you've got. I just need to kind of go back 24 hours every time. Okay, so I have that time to do that as well. So yeah, that's what I'm after.
God help me if you do find that.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Anyway.
No stopping. There you go. Thank you, Carol.
You're very welcome.
That's been here giving us messages. It's been such a lovely, fun session. So yeah, and this will not be the last one. Okay, so keep an eye out on socials. Okay, there will be more coming up. So until next time, thank you, Carol.
Until next time.
See you soon.
It's goodbye from me.